What's going on, Staten Island? It's Top of Owner reporting for the Staten Island Advance. This is another edition of Together Inside Business Spotlight. We chat with someone from the small business community on Staten Island, and today our conversation brings us to Jacqueline Phillips. Jacqueline is the executive director for the YMCA Counseling Service. Jacqueline, how are you?
Good, Todd. How's everything?
Good, good. So let's hear about the YMCA Counseling Service that some people might not really know. Go ahead, Jack.
It's actually true. Most people on Staten Island know that there's YMCA. There's actually two full facility YMCAs on the island. But most people don't realize that the Y actually has a counseling service right here on Staten Island, which is part of the reason why we're constantly trying to spread the word about the programs and the services that we offer. So I'll tell you a little bit about us. The Y Counseling Service started in 1980. We originally began out of the Broadway Y, which is located on the North Shore of Staten Island, and we've really grown consistently over that time. Our agency focuses on substance misuse prevention, treatment, and recovery, as well as immigrant services. We have two locations of the counseling service on Staten Island. One is on the North Shore on Vanderbilt Avenue, and the other is on the South Shore, right on Richmond Avenue and Amboy Road. A hallmark of the services that we provide is that we really aim to treat the family as a whole. We know that addiction impacts the entire family, so whenever possible, we really try to provide supports and services to each family member, from kids as little as 5 using art and play therapy techniques to adults struggling with substances themselves. We really try to make an individualized plan with each person to help them achieve recovery and the goals that they have for themselves, their lives, and their families.
All right, great detail there, Jacqueline. Thank you for getting in depth there. Appreciate that. For those who needed a little clarity, the YMCA obviously is a very, very well known name on Staten Island, of course, and heck, nationwide. Jacqueline, the pandemic hits in March. What does that mean for you and the counseling services? What did that mean for the organization for the past few months?
We shifted. Like most organizations, most families, we had to change and realize new ways to accomplish our goals. We migrated with our clients, and our clients migrated with us. On March 17th, we closed our buildings to visitors, and we moved to a virtual service delivery, which is what we continue to provide today. And it's presented some challenges, but it's also seen a lot of success. We're providing a full array of prevention, treatment, and recovery services using a telehealth method, telephonic and audiovisual service delivery, similar to what we're doing here today. We provide individual and group counseling all the way to psychiatric and addiction medicine services, really aiming to ensure that our clients' needs are met and that the services are accessible to them. So everyone's at a different level when it comes to technology. Some staff are better at it than others. Some clients are better at it than others. But we really try to make every attempt to meet them where they're at in relation to their comfortability and providing and receiving services virtually. And we give them support where they need to. If they're interested in developing their use of technology and trying new things, we utilize our peer counselors to help them to get the skill set that they need to fully engage in the services in a virtual environment. But that's really no different than when we're in the office, right? Some people connect better to treatment than others, and for some it's not the right time. So we see that in the office, we see that in a virtual environment, but we do a lot of outreach and engagement to try to connect people to treatment and re-engage clients who might have, fallen off attendance for a little while. We have a whole protocol in place to make sure that there's been a lot of attempts made to reconnect somebody with services, because now more than ever, we know how important connection is for everyone in our community, and especially the recovery community. It's been said for a long time, and it couldn't be any truer today, that the opposite of addiction is connection.
No one is immune to this pandemic. This has hit everyone in every walk of life, and obviously many people who participate in your program have certainly been hit hard. You speak about many levels. Speaking of levels, New York City is on level or phase 4, a modified phase 4, if you will, of the rebuilding program that has been set forth by the CDC and the government. Jacqueline, what do you think short term that means for your organization and how you function? And also looking forward, I know no one really knows exactly what's going to happen in the coming weeks and months ahead. What do you think? Where is your organization pivoting towards doing from here on out, looking forward with the delays and in-person activities going on. What are you guys going to keep doing, and what's your approach?
The preferred method is to continue to provide telehealth. One, because so much is changing every day that we want our clients to feel that they have some consistency in what they can expect from us. So as much as possible, we're going to continue to provide telehealth, especially where the benefits of telehealth outweigh the risks. But when we closed our buildings to visitors on March 17th, we limited the hours that we had staffed the building and were accessible to our clients. So the first thing that we're doing for phase 4 is starting Monday. We're expanding the hours that our location is open so that we are more accessible to our clients and to the community. So Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9, Saturday 9 to 2, someone can call any of our numbers and speak with someone who can assist them with their needs or connect them with someone who can. The next step of that really for us is to start to install plexiglass as an extra precaution for when our clients do come back into the building.
Right.
Again, we're going to individualize that for each person, and where the benefits outweigh the risks, we're going to start to bring clients in, especially for our individual sessions and our assessments. But we know for many people, being able to have audio visual can be just as beneficial, if not even more right now, than in-person sessions, because in person right now, with all of the restrictions in place for everybody's health and wellness, that session's going to be blocked by masks and social distancing and plexiglass. So for some people, they may be better served by continuing this environment where we could at least see each other's full face, even though it might not be in person. So
Sure.
It's just something that we feel like for everybody's benefit will continue for as long as we need to.
Running out of time, I just want to get to real quick, what's been the response from your participants in this space, and the major concerns that have been addressed to you and people coming to you with during these trying times? Again, being quarantined for so long, phased openings, life isn't really back to normal, whatever that may mean. What have you been dealing with a lot, and the response thus far of the new approach to your program during this time?
The response to the new approach has been good for the most part. Our clients, many of them struggled with technology, so that was a barrier that we had to overcome, and we're still working with clients. Luckily, there was a lot of assistance that was put into place from the government to be able to expand minutes on phones and give people access to Wi-Fi and things like that. That really helps. We used our peers a lot to help our clients overcome the technology barriers. So that has all been, very beneficial. But it's been a stressful time for everybody. So we've definitely seen a lot of relapse, a lot of people struggling with alcohol use where it was something that wasn't necessarily a struggle for them in the past. So that has been something that we've been working with them a lot to manage and to develop coping skills for.
Real quick, in 15 seconds, a silver lining, positive thing that's come away from all of this, Jacqueline?
I would say the staff. I mean, watching them rise to the challenge of delivering services in this new way has been remarkable. And on top of that, even our clients, the fact that they hung in there, didn't give up, and pressed on to make sure that their recovery stayed strong has been truly an honor to watch.
Jacqueline Phillips joining us from the YMCA Counseling Services. Jacqueline, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, Todd.
That was Executive Director Jacqueline Phillips joining us from the YMCA Counseling Services. Very interesting to hear her take on what's been going on for the past few months and what's going to be happening moving forward. Really appreciate you tuning in to this edition of Together Outside Business Spotlight, reporting for the Staten Island events. My name is Todd Lavona. Look forward to seeing you next time.